Headline: How would Michael Saylor refinance Strategy's $8.2 billion debt? Published at 1:41 p.m., February 13, 2026. On a recent CNBC interview, Michael Saylor casually mentioned that if Bitcoin, BTC, fell 90%, he would easily refinance his company's debts. His company, Strategy, formerly MicroStrategy, owes creditors $8.2 billion. Skeptics, however, were unconvinced that Saylor would be able to accomplish that feat so easily. Although the company owns 714,644 BTC, worth $47.4 billion at current prices, if it crashed 90%, Strategy Holdings might only be worth $4.7 billion, far lower than its debt. CNBC anchor Becky Quick, for example, was immediately unconvinced by Saylor's flippant answer to her question about his plan for an extended bear market. Crypto values have halved in 4 months, losing over $2 trillion since October 6th. Maybe the worst is yet to come. As Saylor was visibly laughing about how obvious it should be that Strategy would be able to refinance its debt after a 90% decline in the price of BTC, Quick asked a simple question. "Refinance where, Michael?" Saylor responded that he would just roll it forward to extend maturity dates on his principal repayments. Unconvinced, Quick repeated her simple question. "You think banks would lend to you at that point?" Just roll it forward. Indeed, Saylor's company isn't particularly creditworthy by conventional metrics even today. S&P Global rates it at B-, which means that its bonds are speculative grade, or colloquially, junk bonds. If BTC were to decline 90%, the company would have far more debt than assets, and the company has a track record of losing money. Indeed, its operating loss in its most recent quarter was $17.4 billion, a 16.4 times increase year over year. Its product support and other services revenues also declined in Q4 2025 versus the prior year, as another sign of weakness. Saylor's confidence in his ability to roll over his bonds is justifiable given the company's current asset levels and his $2.2 billion in cash today. But if the price of BTC continues to collapse, those figures will deteriorate rapidly. Read more. Michael Saylor's strategy sheds $6 billion in a day. Again, Michael Saylor's debt problem. With very little operating income to speak of relative to over $8 billion in bonds, hundreds of millions of dollars in annual dividend obligations, interest payments due to bondholders, salaries, and other operating expenses, Saylor might have a tough time convincing any lender to extend his credit during the depths of a bear market. "I don't think it's going to $8,000, Saylor retorted about BTC without further explanation at the end of that CNBC segment. But the credit risk is de minimis at this point. While true, those beliefs do not answer the anchor's question. How exactly does Michael Saylor plan to refinance $8 billion in debt if BTC crashes? Again, and as many critics on social media have realized, he will not need to renegotiate the debt at all if BTC rallies. Only if BTC crashes will he need to renegotiate. At that point, it might have become impossible. This recording is AI-generated. Get more crypto news and investigations at protos.com.